Master Chief is humanity's best fighter, in part because of his resourcefulness, using as many guns as needed. But what if he wasn't resourceful? For my first playthrough of Halo Infinite, I'm going to try and beat the game on Legendary without picking up any guns. That rule doesn't count for cutscenes. Vehicles and grenades are fair game.
I need a weapon.
Weapon? This is all I've got.
It's enough.
I sure hope it's enough, because that pistol and that assault rifle are all I've got for the rest of the game. Foreshadowing it's not. This took me an incredibly long time, so to make this video reasonable length, I'm going to only be focusing on key highlights from my playthrough. This brute with a jetpack killed me. My first death, of many. I thought this was particularly funny. I don't know why.
It's locked down. Requires a hack.
Okay. And you can do that?
No.
Then I blew up the banished ship and made a desperate escape, but was stopped by this absolute BS.
It's gonna be close. Too close.
What? No. No.
I don't even know what that was. That was really annoying. Still kind of annoyed at it. I managed to escape my second attempt, though.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
2. Only 2, hopefully. I failed the challenge when I learned that the grapple can grab guns, but was shortly killed after as punishment.
If you knew how you were going to die,
As I ascended the gravity lift, I wrote down, be creative and come up with a good joke. Screw you, past self, I'm not doing that. Moving on. The first real challenge of this playthrough came from a lack of ammo. Normally, you'd, I don't know, pick up a gun from the enemies that they dropped and carry on with the slaughter, but no such luck for me. After dying numerous times, with a well-placed checkpoint and careful use of the grapple, I managed to finally make it through this section. I put a blue person inside of my head, then was off to search for ammo. This jackal must have known I had no ammo, and tried to rub it in my face. I rubbed my gun, very forcefully, into its face. Is it really fall damage that killed me, or my own impatience? Nah, it's fall damage. It's fall damage. I finally found ammo, just in time for the first boss fight of the game. I vomited a plasma grenade out of my face, and the fight began. It wasn't too hard, but he got a few lucky shots on me. The problem was, my checkpoint started with me under fire, surrounded on all sides. It took me a lot of trial and error to figure that if I grapple this post in just this right way, I can escape the death trap, then proceed the fight as normal. Little bursts whittled down his health until he was finally dead. I learned this man has a floor fetish, then was dropped into the open world section of the game. After a few side objectives, I made my way to a tower, uncreatively titled The Tower. On the bright side, since getting to the open world, there's been sufficient ammo pickups to fuel my alien murder spree. I ascended the tower and started the second boss fight of the game. I failed the challenge again trying to get this ammo pickup in the middle of the fight, accidentally grabbing a shotgun instead. I reloaded the checkpoint. I imagine the elite I was fighting was pretty confused by this. I managed to stick it with the threat sensor. I didn't know you could do that. Made the fight easier as it made its invisibility useless. Even then, its energy sword was still very lethal. This happened, and made the fight a lot easier. Soon I got the kill and could move on to the next objective. I opted to do a few side quests to upgrade my armor. I found this phantom that decided to take a nap, and it gave me a chance to go inside. Then,
we're in range of Ignovis the Devourer. So named because, well, he's a brute, so you can probably guess. Dangerous doesn't begin to describe this guy. Don't turn your back on him.
Ignovis was indeed dangerous, and I really struggled fighting it. The main issue is that its shields recover so quickly that I don't have time to recharge my own. So, I decided it was time for a new angle. I snuck around back, quickly taking out the 2 snipers that killed me more times than I'm willing to admit. I could rain fire down on Ignovis with relative safety. Unfortunately, I never had enough ammo to get a kill. The only way forward was to down its shields with grenades first. The strat: jump off the ledge, stick Ignovis with 2 plasma grenades, then grapple to safety. The execution? Well... In the end, I died 68 times during that fight alone, all to unlock a gun I'll never be able to use. I cried. Not really, but I definitely felt some emotion I've never felt before. My game crashed twice. Then I found a skull on top of the previously criticized tower. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of its name. It doesn't even really bother me, and it's certainly not funny. Maybe I'll ask the therapist I'll need after completing this playthrough, assuming I even do. I maxed out my grapple and shield upgrades, which were very useful in the fights to come. I just want to say how much I hate snipers in this game, at least on Legendary. They have aimbot level accuracy and consistently kill me in one shot, even with the max shield upgrades. I found a lot of guns that I'll never be able to pick up. No, those aren't tears, my eyes are just sweaty. I ordered a tank so I could breeze my way through a few more side quests, but its delivery, well, it got a little messy. Finally, I returned to the main quest. The game decanonized me riding up in style, and it was time to destroy the giant mining laser. It was annoying, but not Ignovis annoying. Boss fight time again! I easily cheesed my way through it by climbing on the ledge out of reach of the gravity hammer. I got the kill with only 7 bullets left. Destroyed the laser and made my way inside. This section was annoying, but not noteworthy. They were in a way, but what the hell is this part of the script? What was I trying to write here? This is a mess. Okay, I got it. I understand what I was trying to say. There needs to be a comma right here. I looked up into the light and wondered if they were angels here to end my suffering. They were, in a way, by attempting to kill me.
Where are all these skimmers coming from?
Is that what we're calling them?
Well, I was also considering flying octopus monkeys.
The flying octopus monkeys weren't too hard to deal with. Honestly, the humor in this game is almost as bland as mine. I opened this door and met Ignovis times 2. My heart sank. I couldn't handle another. Just a sec. 68 times 2. 136 deaths. So I just decided to run past them. I died a little on the inside. Maybe more than a little. Already up far past my bedtime and unwilling to restart the whole mission tomorrow, I gave up. I already failed the challenge with those 2 accidental pickups, so picking up a gun now wouldn't really change things. This challenge cost me a lot of virtual blood, sweat, but all too real tears. And in the end, I didn't beat Halo Infinite without picking up any guns. If that's what you clicked on this video to see, then thanks for watching and goodbye. But if you still got time to kill, the new question is, can I beat Halo Infinite on Legendary? Now able to actually use weapons, I was able to kill them both, and was rewarded with this cool backflip. I couldn't help but think that this cutscene felt like the start of another long and grueling boss fight. I was glad I was wrong, at least for now. Almost had another messy tank delivery, and the Marine didn't even really seem to care. Since I'm abandoning the challenge anyway, it's time to try out that gun Ignovis gave me. Yep, it works. I tried grappling this floating ball. It had enough of that, so it tried to kill me. But was surprisingly polite about it, so I politely ended its life. After that, I bonked the ground into fast speed, then got crushed by an elevator. I didn't take the elevator the second time, out of spite. This ghost rode up into the gun which had shot me down. This is meant to be a serious cutscene, but seeing the door slam on the ground just made me chuckle. I evacuated on the ghost just in time, and with the gun done, it was time to eliminate a few Spartan killers. I managed to maneuver my Warthog at just the right angle to be able to fire at them without them firing back. I made quick work of the murderous duo.
How long has it been since I met you? 6 hours, maybe 7?
I'd been playing for 15 hours by this point. This just felt like an insult directly from the devs. But I forgot all about it when this happened. No wonder the Banished won. These Sentinels were very annoying. I'd never have been able to beat this section without picking up guns.
Wouldn't get too close to that, unless you want to die.
You know what I had to do. Met the angry ball again. Wasn't too hard, but it kept removing the pillars I was using for cover. I was really upset when it killed me so close to its own death. Eventually, I won. Again. I had spent hours underground, so it was a relief to finally make it back to the surface. This section felt like classic Halo for once, smashing my way through aliens with vehicles of mass destruction. I really hated this training arena fight. Enemies coming from all sides, but I very slowly worked my way through them. On to the next boss fight. I've spent nearly 5 minutes trapped in this creepy room until I discovered I had to pick up this little thing off the floor.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye! I had no time to react after the cutscene ended. That just feels unfair, but at least I just have to push through this fight and it's over. His gravity hammer was scary, but as long as I kept distance between us, I was able to slowly chip away at his health bar. Eventually, finally, I got the kill. It was done. I had beat the game on another mission? Fine. The game did not like my caution, so it teleported me into the room with 2 very angry hunters. In such a small room, I struggled to avoid both damage and deal it. It didn't help that they kept flanking me. I eventually got a lucky kill, and with a bit of cheese, eliminated the second as well, allowing me to move on from this section. Met the ball a 3rd time, but fortunately not as a combatant. The second I saw this room, I just knew this would be a tough boss fight. I just knew it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. No, I'm done. I quit. I'm done. I've come this far. Fine. I knew it. I told you this thing was going to be a boss. I told you. The second I saw that cutscene, I just knew. Moving on. These electric orbs of death kill me instantly and are next to impossible to dodge. The only real tactic was to stay close and force it to attack me in melee, which I could more reliably avoid. I do recommend the plasma rifle for this fight, as its projectiles are magnetically drawn to enemies, and it deals extra damage to shields. This guy with the gravity hammer was relentless, but it too finally died. Back to the annoying teleporting thing. Man, I really hate when I'm so close to winning and then I die. It stings so much worse. But then, finally, after 23 hours and 26 minutes, I had beaten Halo Infinite on Legendary. For his efforts, Master Chief was rewarded with a hug, and I was rewarded with finally learning the name of the blue person in my head.
You get to choose your name.
Then I think I might have the perfect one.
So, what are you gonna say it? No? Okay. Okay. Got the special legendary cutscene at the end of the credits. If you haven't seen it, now's your chance. Got that? Good. So with that, this video can end.